Hello everyone, this is Emerld Shuckle, bringing you another music review. This week, I'm going to be reviewing Seventh Element, which is an electronic artist, who will also be on this week's Crusader Talk. And we're doing a show about electronic music versus acoustic guitar or rock music. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first song I'm going to be reviewing is called Stomp VIP. Now, the first thing I think of is that as like Kansas City Stomp Ragtime, but this is an electronic artist, so I'm assuming he's not going to go there. So let's take a listen, shall we? Alright, so I think the song wasn't bad. You went through the proper evolution of the song, or what I call the journey of the song, which is really good, because not a whole lot of amateur artists understand that. They understand to evolve the song through time and not just repeat one single thing over and over again. You actually understood that, especially if you're an electronic artist. Not many amateur electronic artists understand the evolution of song. The main theme present was pretty good. The one major issue I have with this is that the song is really square, or lame, if you will. The main theme of the song itself was like, you're just in the box. It was like within the center of the box, within the box. It was like a boxception. You were like huddled up in the most boxiest box of the boxiest box of the box. If you follow that. So obviously I'm going to say to, at least if not get out of the box, go to the very edges of the box. Because you can't really get much boxier than da 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 da. And that was the only chord progression you went throughout the entire song. And a key, I think, to learn from a lot of Japanese popular music is to change key. Changing key really does make the song a whole lot more interesting. It's a thing a lot of popular Japanese music does, and I think it's especially key in a lot of electronic songs, which can get very repetitive. Which this song, while it did evolve, there were some, like the main theme itself, main chord changes were pretty repetitive. So I think changing key, or not just changing key though, changing key and changing theme. You don't have to do it constantly, but just a few times in the song. Doing that, I think, would really help make the song a whole lot more interesting. Second song I am reviewing this week is Sugar Cube Corner Brawl. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot read that title without thinking of Smash Brothers. So we'll see if this is indeed a Smash Brothers reference or if it's just not unfortunately named, but oh, you know what I mean. Alright, so I like this song a lot better than the last song. Again, there was the proper evolution of the song. I got a really nice either 80s action movie or SNES song. I think that was like really different than what I hear of a lot of other Brony music. It's usually all electronica house or something like that. This was much different. I don't think I've reviewed a song like this before. Uh, I really like someone going outside and doing something of sort of a different style. Again, though, I have to point out that the theme of the song was a bit too much in the box. If I can constantly predict the next chord that's coming up, that's not a good thing. You don't want the listener to be able to do that. Now, you don't want them to constantly have to be guessing, though. You don't want them to be like, I have no idea what's coming up next. There's no sort of like comfortable. I mean, you want some sort, you want them to be somewhat comfortable while being on edge while listening to the song. So you want some sort of predictability just so they can know what they're listening to and be comfortable to what they're listening to, but at the same time be on edge enough to have to listen to know what comes next. So other than that, though, I really like this song and I like the style. Great song. So the final song I'm reviewing is called Everything Will Just Be Fine, which is apparently about the Season 3 finale. How you can have positive thinking and a Season 3 finale in the same sentence, I don't know, but we'll see how this song does that.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
wow, that had nothing to do with positive thinking whatsoever. Easily the best song I've ever reviewed on this show. Again, you have a great concept of song evolution. It sounded beautiful. I mean, I know that isn't really exactly a technical or great, astute observation, but I think it sounded beautiful. A couple of things though. One, the violins sounded static at times, though I think that's more because of the program you were using instead of like the actual, well, what you actually did to the song. Still something to look at though. I thought it was the second time you changed the beat a bit, you sped up, but the actual melody itself, or background melody itself, didn't speed up. And I thought that was kind of weird. Because when you have two distinct beats, which were both great, they were both great beats, it's a bit odd to have two distinct beats but have the same tempo of melody in the same song, especially when they're sort of framed as two entirely separate sections, and when you set yourself up to speed up the song and make it like an entirely different thing. So I think not only was it a missed opportunity, but it sounded odd to hear. But other than that, that's, I wouldn't say nitpicking, but I could easily have come up with, I easily could say a lot worse things. Again, this was the best song I reviewed on this entire show. I give you mad props to this. Overall, I think that you're a good artist. You are, by this fandom standards, you are a good artist, which is definitely a huge compliment, because I don't say that a lot, if ever. The one thing you have going for you is that you have the basics down. You have the basics on how to create a piece down. Now you need to learn about the advanced stuff. Because right now, your melodies are, while there's nothing really wrong with them, you're not doing anything wrong, but they're bland and very much, like I said, in the box. What I would do if I were you is I'd listen to some jazz. Listen to a lot of jazz. I think that will give you the perspective that you need in order to expand where you take your music. I honestly don't know how you only get like a few thousand, or not even that, a few hundred views per video, because you're good. I don't know, maybe, I mean, if like a piece of shit like Living Tombstone gets like a few million views, and you're getting like a few thousand out, I don't know, this fandom is fucked up in terms of music. Again, you have talent. You have a lot of talent. And I think that because you have the building blocks. Once you get into the more advanced stuff, and once you take your music to the next level, which I believe you can do, I think you'll go from a pretty good to good artist to a great artist. This has been Emerld Shuckle with Pregnant Stallion Radio, and god damn it, listen to the Seventh Element! He's actually a good artist!